And now, just to prove I can dish it out as well as take it, or is that the other way around? We present to you Love, Marriage, and Scootaloo by me. Hi, me. Hi. Is this you? Chapter 1. I wanna love somebody. I wanna love somebody like you. Oh yeah, I remember. This this was back when I used to. This time I kind of wanted to do something unique when it came to my chapter titles. If you've never noticed scenes, or I like trying to go with a feel when it comes to chapter titles to make each one of my stories unique. For instance, Fall, I always try to find a theme that made it sound dramatic, or at least give a hint to what the story was, what that latest chapter was going to be about. Like, for instance, all of the Starfleet characters' main chapters where they were either badly hurt, died, or something big happened to them always had something related to their power. Or in the case of Twilight, the stuff that was going to revolve around Belle had something to do with a star, i.e., her cutie mark. And when I posted up my kids' stuff, his quotes, I wasn't really trying to deconstruct the quotes. TV Tropes is wrong. I just put them in there randomly because I felt like I wanted to give you a chance to see what his quotes were. Here, I wanted to do something song related because I like music. In case you haven't noticed with Beauty and the Beast, how much I love singing the songs. In this case, they're all different love songs that I really enjoyed. For instance, I want to feel the heat for somebody. I want to feel the race with somebody. I want somebody like you. I forgot who sang it, but this is an interesting love song that I enjoyed. I, I should let you know, for our first few chapters, I didn't have my mom editing it. On a cloud overlooking the small little village known as Ponyville, two Pegasi laid on a cloud. See that, my little Scootaloo? The orange bear said as he let her small filly walk around to the edge of the cloud. That's your new home. Nurse Philly looked over the edge of the cloud, eyes wide with excitement. Wow! You think I'll make some awesome fillies down here? Sadie smiled as she leaned in and nuzzled her little filly. Of course you will, my dear. Just as long as you keep that wonderful spirit down in yours burning bright, you'll meet some great friends. Looking down the small town, Skidoo smiled and ran a hoof through her purple mane. Do you think your dad's down there too? A sad look came to the mayor's green eyes as he draped a wing over her daughter. Oh, Scootaloo. She closed her eyes softly to blink out some of the tears that came to her as she thought of her husband. Your dad, your father, lived somewhere far away. He went out somewhere to live with your grandparents for a very long time. But you should know this. No matter where he is right now, he is always with us. And our memories of him in your heart. She then nuzzled the filly once more. Mom? Yours Philly looked at her mom. If you were to go and live with Dad, will you live with my heart too? Always, my little Scootaloo. The mayor says he gave a kiss on the filly's forehead. Yeah, I love doing sentimental crap like this. Yep. I love you, Mom. Scootaloo says she watched her mom pull away from the kiss. The filly's pretentious eyes then opened wide fear as she watched her mother become a faint, wispy white cloud floating away. Mother! Don't go away, Mom! Don't leave me! She began to run as fast as she could after the white wisp, trying to catch up in vain. She continued to call out her mother as she continued to gallop faster and faster after her mother's wispy form. In time, she crouched on the ground, panting. Lifting her head up from the ground, she saw she was in a hospital hallway, laying in front of her room. Getting out slowly, she walked to the room and looked inside to see two unicorn doctors standing in front of her sheet. Poor girl. So young and with a daughter, too. What happened? No, Scootaloo thought she looked outside. She's asleep, just asleep. In a few minutes, she'll get up and walk me home. Came out of attack in the Whitetail Woods. I just want to say that I always prefer to do stuff in the different forms other than Everfree, mainly because fanfic writers rarely go after Whitetail Woods. It's always Everfree. It's Everfree this, Everfree that. I'm just thinking, sometimes we might see random creatures accidentally migrate elsewhere. So, what's to stop a chimera from going into the Whitetail Woods? By the way, I'd like to remind you all listening that this is before season 4 and before we saw the chimeras, and before I actually knew more about what chimeras were. I liked chimeras, and that's the only reason why this is here. Thank you. Billy, you were taking a walk for Mother's Day when the creature attacked. The filly got away, while the mother tried to distract it. Sadly, the creature took the bait. This can't be happening. Mom, get up. You need to be here to see me. Get my cutie mark. The lost me to a Dashie is a wonderful. And you need to be here. Scootaloo cried as she collapsed to the ground crying. Any family that could take the filly home? No, all of them are dead. We'll give her a few days to recover, then she has a family, said a blue mare as she walked by Scootaloo, favoring her right hind leg. Who are you, ma'am? Asked one of the doctors. Rainbow Dash! I'm the one who the rainbow maned Pegasus grunted a little as he put a hoof to the side, wincing in pain. Save Scootaloo from that monster before he could kill her too. Miss Dash, you should go back to the bed. You're hurt, said a white earth pony with a red cross on her flank. You should see the chimera, Dash smirked. Miss Dash, one of the doctors said, how are you related to her young Pegasus? I'm her sister. I'm sorry, Miss Dash, but there are no records of Miss Scootaloo having an older sister. I can't let you take her home. Oh yeah, I just love having to mess with the legal system, and I love doing adoption stories. Shut up. I promised Sunny. I told her before she died that we lost a kid. Miss Dash, I'm sorry, but if we could support promises, the doctor sighed, there would be a lot more happy kids in this world. If there's one thing I love doing more than just deconstructing stories randomly, it's also taking certain ideas and story tropes and just really putting them on their heads. Like, for instance, the vow that person will make to pretend a kid won't necessarily hold up in court. Scootaloo heard this conversation and turned her head away, wanting to run. As she turned, she found herself looking down a hallway inside her room. Walking softly, she could hear some more voices. Is she ready to go? Yes. All her injuries are healed and she's physically fit. You can take her home. The Dr. Unicorn said, sighing. Shame she can't go with Miss Dasso. She seemed to really care for the kid. What do you mean she isn't coming home with me? Rainbow said, walking up to the two ponies with a piece of paper. I told you, Miss Dass. You could tell us all you want that you are her sister, but unless... His face was then hit with a piece of paper held up by Miss Dass. This document legally recognizes me as Scootaloo's legal parent and guardian, as signed by Princess of the Night Luna and Twilight Sparkle. So he then puts a shade and hoof to the two names on the bottom of the paper, listing the witnesses. If you have any problems, you can take it up with either Celestia's trusted student or Luna herself. I don't think you want me to talk to the egghead, and I know you wouldn't want to discuss this with the Princess of the Night. I hear she can get very angry when her commands are questioned. Yes, Miss Dash. She's right down this way, the doctor said, smiling. Thank you. Now you excuse me. I need to pick up my little sister. Dash says she was suddenly tackled by an orange blur. Her hose tightly wrapped around the blue Pegasus' neck. She buried her face in the neck of her new sister. You mean it? I can go home with you? I love you to be your little sister? Okay, some people might be wondering why Luna wrote down the adoption papers and not Princess Celestia. Remember, this was a little while after season 3, and I liked Luna. I liked the episode where Scootaloo went camping, and I don't know why I always kept having Luna decide to be protector of the children, while Celestia was just protecting everybody else. I guess it was just a little thing I wanted to pull off. Just one of my little tricks I tried. Scoot, Rainbow Dash rubbed the little orange Pegasus' mane and smiled. Scoot, you were always my little sis. We never really needed a silly piece of paper to say that. And with that, Dash wrapped her forelegs around Scootaloo, hugging her tightly. As the young filly looked up to her sister's chest, she found herself in front of Lila's cottage house. I love here. You started this room for me? Yep, Dash said as held the little Pegasus in. I remodeled an old trophy room for you. Scootaloo smiled as she could hear the whispering of her voice of her mother. I'm so happy for you, my little one. Scootaloo then turned her head as she felt a warm breeze fly past her cheek. Oh, Scootaloo asked as she sat up in bed, draped a pair of orange pajamas. She smiled to herself as she realized it was just a dream. Began reminding her fondly of the past year, of her adoption by her big sister, and the great time she had had so far. Getting up, she began to walk by her bedside and look at the photos that lined it. Pictures of her mom, Rainbow Dash, and her in front of her old house. A photo of the day that she had come to live with Dash. Another photo showing the weighing second place at the sisterhood of Social, while Rarity and Sweetbell looked smugly at the two. Scootaloo chuckled to the memory of the day as she removed her pajamas and turned on the radio with her high enough. Here's the appearance of my usual great chorus and my usual awesome girl. Hey, all you awesome listeners! This is Vinyl Scratch, bringing you all of your awesome morning music to get you out of bed into celestial sunshine. Listen, I was looking through Tammy's old records and found this one by Frank Tratra that I think would be fun to give a listen to. So let's see how it goes. This song is called Marriage, Love, Marriage, and Scootaloo. Hey, you try matching up the title of the story with the title of the song, It ain't easy. And you try coming up with a pun for Frank Sinatra. As Mark's Philly listens to the upbeat music coming in from the record, her thoughts turned again to her mother, Rainbow Dash. She began to remember how Dash tried to do her best to be more like her mother every day. To the Flyer's credit, Dash had tried her best. However, she still missed her mom deeply, and always wished she could be here once again. She began to think about Dash, and how sometimes she had a lonely look in her eyes sometimes. As she needed something there for her. It's like Scootaloo wanted a mother in her life again. She sighed softly. It was like life with Dash wasn't fun and terrific. Some things that her mom did that Dash couldn't. Hey, Squirt, time for breakfast! Like making breakfast, for example. Scootaloo joked to herself as she headed down to the stairs of the cloud home. Shaking her head, she reminded herself that Dash wasn't that bad. I tried to go away from certain cliches, including ones like Dash being a bad cook. At least not as bad as her best friend. Looking down the stairs, she patted the flying torch that whizzed by her in his little helicopter as he flew by before turned her head to the white kitchen. She looked down inside to watch as Dash began to make some pancakes. Smiling, she quickly ran to the kitchen table and sat down with her sister as she served a plate. So, what's your plans for today? Dash asked as she quickly finished her own plate, looking out the window. Still the same look. I wonder what she's missing. I was going to the clubhouse to meet up with Sleepbell and Apple Bloom. Decide what's going to happen to Sleepbell. Oh, that's right, Dash said. She walked back to the door of the house, opening it and revealing a ramp. She just got her key marked 2 days ago, didn't she? Memories. Back before season 5, I had always just had this idea that Sleepbell was going to be the first one to get her key mark because she was the closest one to it, followed by Apple Bloom and Scootaloo. Didn't realize they were going to do something interesting, like have all three get theirs at the same time, or show that each three were defenders of the different arts, acting like muses. Yep, Scootaloo says he watches a red scooter, memory still fresh in her mind. She and Apple Bloom decided it was time to break Sweeney's stage fright, so he walked her to the karaoke bar that was set up a month ago. He got her to start out the ballad of songs, when she thought she was alone. However, they had her plugged into a speaker system and on camera in front of a crowd. Take her finding it long to find out she was being watched by a bunch of ponies. They were all listening to her beautiful voice. Finding her stage fright broken, she began to perform one more song to her heart's content. And at a flash, a musical note in a heart appeared on her white flank. Alright, I'll pick you up after I'm finished cleaning up the clouds, and I can give you some flying lessons. Dad says he held onto the orange filling from behind, wrapping her sign hose around her belly. Ready? Scootaloo said, smearing her eyes as a ramp. She began to feel Dash pushing her slowly, before picking up speed. Dash began to push harder and harder until the two took off on the ramp and into the air. Only for a short while, Dash took a dive with the orange Pegasus in tow, and down to the ground. Before she reached the green grass, the blue Pegasus let go of her charge, and she took off like a bullet in her scooter to the clubhouse. She waited for the others to come there. She began to think about her mom and Dash's loneliness. Scoot! What? Scootaloo! You listening? A yellow filly with a bright red bow on her mane yelled. Oh yeah, I was just thinking about something. She turned to Sweet Belle. Let me know that Sweetie Starsong Belle. Oh, did I change her middle name in later stories? I think I did. This is one of the few times I broke my usual pattern of making the middle name of a character not only something embarrassing, but make it a letter so it could spell out an acronym. It's hard to do that with Twilight Sparkle. That's why her name is Twilight Elizabeth Sparkle. Before I ever know, it's a key mark Crusader helper. This will help us find our cutie marks and help others on the way. Cutie mark Crusader helper? Naughty, how eerily pathetic. Forever provide help to our friends and any members from the Manhattan Friends. She turned her head to spot the colt with a bandana on his head. Hold on, Captain, said Pet Squeak as he finished writing down the message. I'll get in ready for delivery to the post office cadet Dinky Doo. I'll see makes the way to Manhattan with her mummy. With a salute and a bow, the little colt ran out the door, down the stairs to the treehouse. If anybody knows there's a pattern, yes, Dizzy pops up a lot. As Sweet Belle walked out the colt, whilst the little colt ran out, she turned to Scootaloo. So, why are you so distant today? I was just thinking about my mom, Scootaloo said with a sigh. Oh, Dwight Unicorn said, not wanting to continue any further. And about Rainbow Dash, Scootaloo said. What's wrong? Everbloom said, walking to Scootaloo saying, sir, is anybody minding out for something? Is anybody a bike sister? Because there's all yes. Oh no, nothing like that. She's one of the best big sisters a girl could ask for. She's been doing great taking care of me. It's just... Scootaloo sighed. I kinda miss Mom. Daz has been looking kinda lonely lately. Well, she's missing something in her life and wants somebody to be with her. Like a what? Sweet Belle said, head raising up. Yeah, like that. Or somebody who could help take care of me when she gets to be a wonderful, do all the stuff she can't. It just looks like she wants a very special somebody. Scootaloo began to think about her statement. Oh, we can do that! Hi, why else like it? Does you remember what happened last time we did that? You people don't think I remember continuity. Evelyn said, looking at Scootaloo and stirring his face. Yeah, and despite how you can, a smirk came to her face. How's the nephew doing right now? I love Cherry Mac. Yeah, I know, canon ship and all that. I'm usually a canon shipper. But back when I wrote this, that didn't exist. And I really do love it. There's just something sweet and cute about it. And typical Southern down home terms. Big old Southern boy marrying a sweet, happy, sexy schoolma'am. What? I can't help if I'm a fan of the classics. Oh, he can play such a loud man so nice. I swear, it's like a baby is born with a loudspeaker in her mouth and a timer to assist. Please wake up my apple bloom at the worst possible. Speaking from personal experience here. Okay, you want to know how I know? Try having a little brother, a baby little brother, and you're 8 years old, and you just studied for a very hard spelling test. Okay, so it turned out okay for my brother to cheerlead in the end. Well, still weird before. I'm not sure we could get it right this time. I know, Dwight Ucard said, big and purple mane bouncing up and down. And if anybody tries to correct me about Sweet Bells' main color, yeah, I remind you that I really don't see colors that much. You could tell me that something is a different color, and I'm just going to look at you. All right. No. No. All right. How about we ask around first to see or who they think Rainbow would be compatible with? Then you find a pony with those traits and pair her off. Scootaloo jumped up a little, hitting an overhead bulb and turning it on. This was a physical metaphor for a gag. I hope you're laughing. That's really sweet, Bill. Then we can grab some of your sister's sappy romance novels and use that to get them on dates. Evelyn put it up to her chin. I don't know about this. How could be so sure just what Rainbow even likes, mares or stallions? Or is he could really like to start fighting? Scootaloo put up to her chin. Well, I know that he likes mares, that's for sure. I like to point out that this fic was before I decided on Rainbow Dash's official sexuality for myself. Yeah, I'm giving each of the girls' sexualities. Twilight straight, as is Applejack in rarity. Pinkie Pie is pan, Rainbow Dash is bi, and Fluttershy is bi and curious. I I heard her sleep sometimes, dreaming about doing things with Spitfire, Rarity, Applejack, Twilight, Luna, Celestia, Cadence, Derpy, some bear called Little Pip, Terra, my mom, Pinkie Pie, Surprise, Samus Aran, Fluttershy, Firefly, Lauren Faust, Blossom Forth, Cloud Kicker, Flitter, Lotus, Aloe, a Ginger Chase, Shining Armor, Snowdrop, all of the nurses, Nightmare Moon, Chrysalis, River Song, Kim Possible, Bright Eyes, Melody, Lyra, and Bon Bonnet at once, Trixie, Gilda, Miss Heartswedding, Peach Blossom, Fleur Leaf, and that one man who delivered us pizza yesterday. Sweet Belle and Apple Bloom looked at her shock at the list of names that Rainbow had very naughty dreams about. Shaking her head, Apple Bloom was first to speak. Well, to play Flyer, I like almost every pony's had dream about Spitfire at least once in their life. Sweet Belle blushed as she raised her hoof. And sorry. The girls looked at her weirdly. What? Sometimes I dream that he comes and saves you from an evil dragon alongside Rarity. Scootaloo just shook her head in disbelief. So, it's so then. We go in, talk to Sodas's friends, and see what they think Rainbow would be like. I get her that mare. Sweet Belle jumped in the air with her face. Yeah, let's go get Scootaloo a new mom and Rainbow Dash a wife. Sounds like a good and interesting silly plot to deconstruct romance novels to me. Yeah! The other Crusaders cheered in unison as he jumped into the air and high-hooked their friends and ran out the door of the clubhouse. Okay, so some interesting things I'd like to point out before I move on to the next chapter. One of the main points in this story that I wanted to do was just have fun deconstructing all the typical romantic comedy tropes or typical romance story tropes that you see all over the place, while at the same time showing my personal thoughts about romance and showing off how I feel about this type of thing. Basically, I was kind of mixing and matching shipping stories and trying to do something I've never tried before. This is probably one of the first times I started really working hard on my deconstruction skills. And this was probably the first time I wanted to try a romantic comedy. Oh, the music, of course. So, why did I pick Scootaloo and Rainbow Dash? Because I love their sisterly relationship. And personally, I wasn't trying to go with the, oh, you're just good with Cutie. No, I got a good reason for Rainbow Dash being bi. I just think she's the type of girl who just likes being in love in general. She likes the idea of being with somebody. So for her, it's all about the fun and excitement of being in a romance with somebody. And if that happens to be your best friend, fine. If that happens to be a stallion, sure. And of course, I'm a huge Flutterdash shipper, so Flutterdash. Right, next chapter. Chapter 2. I want to know what love is. What is love? Love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. The three Crusaders ran for the clubhouse and it's in the middle of Ponyville, where they stood around and learned what they planned. All these right players were standing right behind them. Okay, girls, let's split up. Sleebo, you go and talk to Rarity. Scoot said, looking to your friends. Evelyn, you go and talk to your sister. I'll go and talk with your Pinkie Pie. Sleebo arched an eyebrow. So, why aren't we just asking Rainbow Dash first? 'Cause there's no way she'll say what she wants for her friend, Scootaloo said with a sigh. She'll just say she's too cool to be looking for a special somebody and just fly off. This is something we had to talk to the others about. Well, why not start with Fluttershy? Asked Apple Bloom. Scootaloo looked at Apple Bloom with a disbelieving look. Really? Oh my, romance? Well, I gotta go. Yeah, bad idea. I guess you guys haven't figured out. Two the comedy bits I do best at when it comes to my writing are snappy one-liners, quick back and forth between characters, plus some slapstick. And the ability to use super stylized, over-the-top scenes to hopefully maybe draw a laugh out of you. If I can make you guys laugh with one of these bits, that's fine by me. And in this case, I also like doing this is one of the reasons why I like working with ensembles, because then I can play off everybody's characters. It's settled. We'll talk to the girls, be back up in the library to get some books, Scootaloo said, taking a step forward. In response, the girls nodded in agreement and ran off towards their proper destinations. Inside Carousel Boutique, a lovely white unicorn with a purple mane was working feverishly on a full-size dress. Lighting up her horn with a purple magic aura, she began to work hard on this latest dress. Focus on each of those stents was intense, looking like an artist working on a painting so you could stare at his masterpiece. So focused was she on her work that she almost did not hear the bell ring on her doorbell ring as Philly came in. Randy's eyes sounded surprised as he quickly grabbed the mannequin with her magic and hid behind a curtain. I see you, Dad. What an unexpected surprise. What brings you here? What are you working on? Sleepbell asked, her curiosity overwhelming her sense of purpose and the reason for why she was here. Oh, just a surprise for a client. He wants me to keep those stairs and see with his wife. Told me not to tell anybody else. Randy said, putting her best face. Sleepbell calmly nodded as he let out a small, okay. Watch around Rarity, although as he quickly remembered why she came. Oh, I just remembered why I came here today. I was wondering what you know about what makes a good special somepony. The look of Rarity's eyes almost turned around, made Sleepbell almost regret asking. My sister is asking for any system advice. The purple mare made unicorn ran and picked up her little sister in a big hug, tears in her eyes. I got to use up so fast, sweetie. First your kitty mark comes in, and now a special somepony. Where does the time go? She says he looked over her sister, wiped a tear from her eye. Sit. Who is it? Any pony I know. It's not the hooligan, is it? I want to know how no sister of mine go out with any hooligans. No, it's not for me. It's for a friend, Sleepbell said, holding her hose up in defense. Oh, I see. A bet, Rarity said with a wink, as he walked to the side of her house and began to look for something else to work on. So tell me, what does this friend need help with? Well, you see, Sleepbell said as he watched her sister pull another mannequin out of the back closet and put it on the stage. She needs to know what to look for in a good romantic partner. So what should she be wanting in a close friend? I knew you thought that maybe Blue Blood had something special. Ah, yes, my so-called prince. Rady said with a slight growl as he began picks up the guard outfit in front of her. I loved how Rarity threw out Blue Blood. Basically, taking Mike's idea of the one true love and throwing it out the window. So maybe you might be able to say what you really wanted to specify somebody? Sleepbell asked, watching her sister overlook her new creation. What makes a good special somebody? Freddie asked herself as she overlooked the designer uniform, her eyes laid upon the prop sword that the guard asked before his dress uniform. Aha! I know. A good partner should be like a sheath for a sword. A sheath? Sleepbell asked, eyebrow raised in confusion. Yes. By the way, this metaphor is taken from one of my favorite anime OAVs, Running Kenshin, Trusted Betrayal. Taking the sword sheath from the holster of magic. Rarity walked over to Sleepbell and held the blade in front of her sister. Tell me, what does a sheath do for a sword? Sleepbell held the sheath in front of her hoof and looked at it closely, remembering all the tales of brave knights that her sister would tell her during her bedtime. Is the sword for getting dirty? It does more than that, City, Rarity said, chuckling. But that's the sword for getting diamonds. from being ruined or having to use her. She didn't use her magic yet. She's a blade with a musical sink. I can never spell shrink right. At the same time, it helps the sword by making it draw a little faster to draw. Tell me, do you know why Kita's shiny armor works so well together? Because they're both really good looking. I hate this idea. I really do. It's the only reason why Anakin and Padme were paired up. Rarity chuckled. More than that. Shining helps to protect Cadence with his magic, and helps to keep her from getting hurt. But then Cadence always needs to go and save him from the danger when he tries to protect her, Sleepbell argued. Ah, but that's the point. By the time any pony gets to the princess, Reddy says he brought the sword out of his sheath. So he's poised for an attack, and well prepared for anything that the other may throw at him. At the same time, Cadence helps Shining from doing something really stupid and, smiling as he puts the sword back to his seat. Let's keep it safe as well. They work together to protect one another. I think I get it, Sweetbell said, leaping up. So for Rainbow Dash, she would need somebody to protect and to guide. Yes, for Rainbow Dash, it would be true, said Rarity as he put the sheet back away in a holster on the side of the dummy. Always somebody to protect might help her reel in her more suicidal maneuvers. Which I might add have lessened since she adopted Scootaloo. Seems being a family man has helped her more than she thought. Brilliant! He's ready, said Sweetbell as he ran out the door. You're welcome, darling, Rarity said to the little smoke cloud. Shrugging, Rarity pulled out the Philly-sized dummy to begin to work. Oh, sweetie, you are looking fine for your party. And I also like to try to explain my metaphors as best as I can. Basically, I'm also showing that, yes, to me, a good partner needs to help and work with each other. A sword without a good sheath will dull eventually. And a sheath without a sword is useless. They both carry chains and both can work together. Deep in the north orchards, we have acres. Screams and pleas of help could be heard coming from a small yellow filly with a red bow. Well, Applejack, he's attacking one! The little filly screamed as the pursuer came closer to her, ready to get his prey. Attacking? Really? Applejack asked as she watched the little colt with a blonde mane and magenta coat cut up and crawl on his son's back. So totally not speaking from experience. Okay, I am. You tell me, the big, stronger slayer can't handle a little colt smaller than he is? Why am I shocked? The orange mare lad just began to work on bugging a tree. Well, it's not like I could take him or anything, you still am, Appleblue says. He felt a pair of gums on her neck. Before she turned, it grabbed her with foremost and sat in front of her. I say, what type of guy do you think Ray will be interested? Why you ask? Applejack asked, so grunt. She kicked another tree full of apples. Why ain't all amazing me and her up like you did with your lead Big Mac? Looking down at the small cooler hose, she nuzzled him before tickling low. Yeah, I'm responsible for your being here, so you better be grateful. No, just ask it. Applejack thought for a bit, as he wiped his sweat from her brow. Well, personally, I would think some point her opposite would be perfect. Ah, Appleblossom says he watched the apple butter crawl around her. Well, because her opposite will let her sleep things she wouldn't normally do. Kind of help her let her explore, Applejack says. He picked up a cart and ready to pull it. You know how terribly a Blake make to kind of differ from each other? She looked over her shoulder to see Appleblossom nod as he walked with her nephew. A lot of times don't need to get into big fights, but always come back to make up. That's the kind of relationship Rainbow needs. Somebody who wouldn't always want to do the same thing, which I'll help with your outlaw. They can still seriously, but they also have different likes to make the relationship interesting. Oh, actually, Evelyn says he looked around to cheerily come up the hill. There's my little boy. Did you have a good time with your aunts? The purple mare says he went to give her son a nuzzle. Yeah, he did, Moses. I mind, Charlie, she said before nuzzling her teacher before running off into the distance. As Scootaloo entered the circuit corner, she heard a small little police horn as if behind. No, please, I didn't! Gasping hard, the orange filly ran to where she could hear the pleas and saw a pink mare getting cornered by two 3-year-old equines covered in flour. By the way, I set this as the future so that way the later seasons couldn't get me. I was like counting on season 4. Cookies. Dashie, said the small Pegasus as he came closer. We know. Problem speaking, Scootaloo said with a small chuckle, running a hoof through her purple mane. Yes, you know about the cookies I had earlier. Don't want anything, said Pinky as he looked up at the Pegasus. Hey, guys, I need to talk to your sister for a bit. Okay, Scootaloo asked nicely. The two young children nodded in agreement as they tried out to see their mom and dad, while Piggy stood calmly up. So, what do you need? Big Mare said, being bouncing as he walked to the corner. Oh, I was wondering, what do you know about a good relationship? Oh, like the kinks? Piggy said excitedly. Well, let's see. What makes a good relationship? Piggy probably looked at the corner and saw some muffins. Good relationship should be like a muffin. Look at the kinks. Without each other, they're like a plain, normal muffin. Piggy says he brought out a bland muffin. When they're together, they both make each other special and bring out something like the other. Like this blueberry muffin, Piggy said, pulling out a blueberry muffin. See? The blueberries make the muffin taste even better than ever. While the muffin makes the blueberries taste all the sweeter. Scootaloo looked down at the blueberry muffin, then back to Pinky, almost questioning her wisdom. As he looked back at the case, he understood. Oh, I get it. You need to bring something out special to each other, like chocolate milk. Exactly. You both help bring out each other something extra special. With the eyes of excitement, the filly turned around and ran out the door. Hey, Pinky! You're welcome, he said as he saw away, before turning around. Now, where are those twins? At that point, she was tackled by two little ghosts. Can you guess that I like writing sibling relationships? Once the two crusaders, and one former crusader, met up at the library, they quickly began to compare notes that the other two had gathered from their meetings. Once they had done, they turned and moved to the large tree that held the Golden Oaks Library. Sighed, they began to look after shelf to find their chosen prey. Ugh! I get to have the jar on the other side, Scootaloo yelled. Spine! Sleebell interrupted with a look at her book. Whatever. These books instead of these stupid numbers. Apple Bloom began to look through some of her books. Bernlair, what's with all these history books? Nobody reads this many history books. It's so pointless. The room was the three fillies when it was suddenly dark. Black smoke began to circle it. Numbers. Useless. Pointless history. Black mist began to take form. Two violet eyes appeared from the smoke. You dare insult those precious tones within my presence? For this insolence, you will face my wrath. Out of the black smoke that formed a purpley alicorn, wings spread and standing over the terrified three fillies. Of nightmare eclipse, ruler of all books, and now the reading the last forever. The purple mare alicorn laughed her head off as she threw back her purple mane, letting the full length of her horn be shown. They were close. I'm so sorry, Mr. Eclipse. I'll never insult numbers again. Please don't kill us. Scootaloo screamed. Wow, that was better than I thought. The purple alicorn said as he began to undo the transformation, leaving behind a smaller alicorn mare in place. I really scared you, didn't I? Twilight, it was you, Evelyn said to her friends. Well, I knew that, Scootaloo said, thinking bravery. I just wanted to play along. This curl might honor the role eyes to sleep bell. So what are you doing? Twilight chuckled. Oh, that was a spell that Luna taught me for alicorns. She says it's meant to inspire fear and to intimidate the weak-willed. She said that was just in case I needed to scare somebody and avoid a fight. Judging from your looks, it worked, Twilight said. Not one for scares, but always glad to get a spell done perfectly. So, what books are you looking for? Romance books and love stories, Sleepbell said. Well, I don't have many books of romance, but... So I went to the shelves, using your magic to lift the books, and handed them to the young Billies. I do have some books of romance in them. Why? Readers for something, Sleepbell said as he took her books in her bag. What sort of something? Toys. I'd never be safe Twilight doesn't learn from her mistakes. Scootaloo turned around and opened the door. It's a secret. Twilight sighed. She knew this wasn't going to end well. Okay, but you do know a lot of what goes about books to an idealized romance. They always talk about what really goes on in a developing relationship, said the virgin 32-year-old who's never been on a date in his life. Yeah, we'll keep that in mind. We'll be back, Trot, said Apple Bloom as he followed her friends out the door. But I do want to point out that, yeah, those books, movies, usually so idealized romance. Also shipping stories. The purple out crying out a deep sigh. She was really sure she just caused a disaster. Turning across as she used her matches to open the door and let out Spike. It's okay, Spike. The scary part's over. A little spark came across her face. Now, make me a note for me to use that spell next time Pinky and Dash go on a pranking spree. After making their way to the clubhouse, the three fillies began to set up a chalkboard where they could write down their notes. For this, they also began to open up books and started to research them intensively. Although for so rare these books, they had to put the ideas under wait until they are engaged before even thinking of these category ideas. Once the research was done, they began to write down their plan on the chalkboard. Alright, here's the plan, Evelyn said, holding a sticker in her mouth and pointing to each note. Phase 1. We need to find a mayor for Dash that has these qualities. 1 is to be a sheath like her while she acts like a sheath with a girl. Outside, Scootaloo could hear Rainbow and Fluttershy talking to one another. One ear still listening to the plan, which really looked at her window. I could make that die, Flutters, you know that. Well, I know you could, the pink-maned Pegasus said as she walked out with Dash. Her hair over one eye as she began to hide. It's just that I was worried you wouldn't. You would have gotten hurt. Scoot wouldn't have had her big sister anymore. Smoking over at Dash's face as she looked at the yellow Pegasus. Yeah, I guess you're right. I should play my stunts a little more carefully from now on. So, hitting that jagged rock and breaking it would have been awesome! She held her head in excitement. But thanks for making sure I didn't splatter my brains across the pizza forest. Oh, it was nothing, Fluttershy said, smiling. You were protecting me more than I can remember. You always have. She smiled softly. Number 3. Played the exact opposite of her while sharing some of her interest. Evelyn said, pointing to her key next mark. Look, I know it's loud, noisy, scary, awesome, and dark. I tell you right now, you won't miss on this trip. He'll blow you away. Rainbow says he flew up in the sky silently. Well, okay, I guess. I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. Fireside began to ask as she ran her hook down her mane. Lastly, she should be able to bring something special out of Rainbow that helps make her even better. Evelyn says he tapped the last note. We could watch a migration together? Fireside said nervously. Another butterfly migration! Tesla exasperated sigh. You haven't migrated enough. Well, actually, it's a bunch of eagles have been helping you fly again, Fireside said. But if you don't want to go, I'll understand. Fireside said, her voice trembling with sadness. In the midst of eagles, seeing the sad look at the blue eyes of her friend, Dash smiled a little. Well, I guess seeing eagles fly would be cool to see, I guess. Maybe I can watch the catch of rays while I watch. Farside's eyes shot up in happiness. Really? You come with? Oh, that's so great. Well, you're there. I can teach you something about eagles. Well, didn't agree to anything about learning, she said as she held up her hose of defense. We don't have to talk about anything. Just watch together, Fireside said. I could live with that, Dash said. Remember, folks, even if you're not interested in something with your partner, you could just enjoy the time you are with them. And maybe even make small talk. Say, are you listening? Evelyn yelled at Philly in the window. Yep. Scootaloo sailed a smile as he pointed her hoof out the window. And the two Pegasus were talking to one another, and I think we found the one. Fluttershy, slowly bellowed Applebluet said in unison. Think about it. Since Rainbow acts like a sheep for her, they are exact opposites of each other. Fluttershy brings out Rainbow's soft side once in a while. She has all the qualities we're looking for, Scootaloo said. The two girls looked outside and nodded agreement as they listened to the talk. Brilliant! Applebluet says he read the chalkboard. This brings us to phase 2. The things you should get on in order to become a perfect couple. Date 1. Awkward deer date. Eating with them eating spaghetti and kissing each other. Date 2. Save yourself from ruffians at nights. Date 3. Rescue romance. Date 4. Lead the pairs so they stay fast to their love no matter what. Date 5. Show us other minor date. Date 6. Glad it'll cause a temporary breakup. Date 7. I fell under a water. Which will lead to phase 3 engagement, which will be romantic. Phase 4, wedding preparation shenanigans. Phase 5, leading itself. And now it's time for me to deconstruct all 7 of those dates and all 7 of those plots like a mouse. So not being interrupted by a bad guy attacking in the middle of it all and making the preacher wet them in the middle of it all, Sleepbell said with a wink. Yeah, that's a tendency of mine I had to riff on. It's a late too, eh? Appleblood did hair marker a picture of a badly drawn and happy Scootaloo desk. I hate it's Scootaloo nice. Right, well, that's his plan. School was about to finish when she heard the elder sister. Goodbye. See you guys then. She then turned and walked outside, where Fluttershy and Rainbow were waiting. Oh, School, I hope you don't mind if I walk with you and Dash back home, Fluttershy said, looking at the little filly. No, don't mind at all. Pegasus said she began to walk over her sister. They walked towards the cloud home. School looked up at her adopted sister and back to Fluttershy, smiling softly. The wind slowly blew up around them as they walked, carrying a warm, gentle air about it. Have you got any idea yet that this whole entire thing, the whole entire wind thing, is a metaphor for her for Scootaloo's mom's Scootaloo? I'm not exactly being subtle. Then again, I want to be.